Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are welcome to the Vivid Rundown Show. It is myself, Fuego Papi, aka Emmanuel AD, and of course, the man, the boss behind the works, Mr. Bafo. You can call him Cardi, Adina the Dos, and Sugar Free Daddy now from you know what it is. Charlie, bro, we back.
Yeah, happy 2026, man.
Happy 2026, Charlie. We looking to, don't call it a comeback. It's just a short break, but we here. We here to talk about a lot of things, talk about a lot of things that went down in 2025, especially the music scene. Chat about a couple of albums that dropped as well. And of course, what
Uh,
to look forward to in 2026. You got something you want to add real quick.
yeah, there's a lot of records that actually came out. There's a lot of albums that actually came out,
Mm.
both locally and international. We just this is not a top 10, or let me say a way of like scaling what we're about to present, or what my 10 albums that I'm about to present. It's just
Yeah.
what we listen to, because I'm just actually checking my Apple Music, and it's not really giving the same vibe, because
Yeah,
my
this is warning or whatever notice to everybody. This is not based on commercial viability or numbers.
right.
This is POV, listening. What touched you more than the other type vibe? It's like what inspired you more than the others. I guess everybody has their own perception when it comes to sound, and this is an example of this. So as an artist myself and as a music curator, shout out Rogueless Big Y 107.9.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're here to
yep,
put the
yep,
people
yep.
on. We're here to put the people on for perhaps projects that they may have not been too tapped into in 2025. But yeah, man, I got some honorable mentions. I got my top seven that will go from
Top
seven to
seven.
one, top seven. I'm not doing top 10. But I have some honorable mentions, of course, before we proceed into the top seven.
But
Yeah.
generally, before we go into this, don't forget to subscribe, leave a
Comment,
comment.
like, and subscribe.
Yeah,
Comment, like,
just
and subscribe.
be a part
Yeah,
be a part of
man.
this 2026 journey, so that we can do a lot. So
Yeah,
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 but
yeah.
but before you also drop into your honorable mentions,
Mhm.
how, in terms of how these albums came out, the rollouts, or the
Mm.
the 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 feeling behind it, how do you see the progression when it comes to music in general for you? Because now, for me, I'm
Yeah.
looking at it in a conversation of the production, at the same time when it comes to performing, and then last but not the least, the integration of AI. So
Yeah.
just give me a general overview of what you thought about 2025, all the albums and records you listened to. How was it for you?
Talking about the growth of music in general, let's say big 2025. So many advancements, of course, production always improves, especially with sampling. That's probably something that is my favorite aspect of it, but I feel like people are tapping into samples more these days. Of course, the people that we are going to mention, everybody here, not almost everybody, I was about to say that, but like there's high production value for everybody that I'm looking at right now in terms of projects, EPs that were dropped, sensational work. Again, you might not hear certain names because this is not based on commercial viability.
Right.
This is based on quality sounds that resonated with us or with me personally. In terms of use of AI, I mean, it depends on what direction you want to go with it. Because even with let's say mastering of sound, you have Ozone 12, which dropped, I think, sometime last year. Now,
Hmm.
even with mastering music, there are certain AI assist options on Ozone 12 that kind of helps elevate your sound to maybe that professional level or eases the workload on the sound engineer that has to, get the work done. So I guess with AI, you have the bads, you have the goods, but you have to take the good with the bad and use it to our advantage, basically. I know certain creatives are very shifty about it, sometimes myself as well, because you hear certain music and you're like, wow, it's scary. Let me say that. It's kind of nerve-wracking because if this is what simple commands and programmings on a software or a PC could generate, I mean, it makes you question, do we really need us? But of course we need us because AI hasn't advanced to that level of creativity yet where we still sort of have an upper hand, even though maybe it is, I don't want to say it's disappearing, but it
Hmm.
is what it is. I think we should be able to use AI to our advantage instead of stressing about it because it's not going anywhere, Charlie. Advancements in technology, the world is moving forward. It is what it is. We have to get used to it. But most importantly, we have to let it work for us, you know? So yeah,
Gotcha,
that's
gotcha,
my
gotcha.
response. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, can you just let us know your honorable mentions then?
Should we dive into it? So, before I dive into my top seven, of course, honorable mentions. Let me start with Jackie. Dropped the After Midnight album last year. Was featured on the Rogue list, of course, last weekend. On our artist spotlight of the day. Amazing project, amazing features. Heady One, Kojay Radical. Yeah,
Got
on the top.
Shatta Wale as well.
Yeah, we've got Shatta Wale as well. Y2K Love, which happens to be my favorite on the album, which features Omar Sterling, you know. Wonderful work done. Shout outs to the team, Agbo, Electro Mirror,
Yep.
Yeah, man. Jackie put in a shift last year, and the growth is beautiful to see. Let me just say that the growth is beautiful to see. There's been times in the past, social media, silly people attacking her wardrobe and stuff like that. Stuff that necessarily don't have to do with the music, but it's nice to see a young, confident black woman doing her thing, regardless the misconceptions and the stupid shit that goes on social media every now
Right.
and then. But yeah, great album all round. One of my highlights of 2025. Unfortunately, top seven is too tied to my heart, but appreciate the work regardless, She did a really, really great job with After Midnight. Of course, I'm gonna give flowers to Midi Kwakwa as well, who dropped Moonlight Flower EP last
Okay.
year. Had a banger on there that I really love, Rosalina with Uche B on production.
Hmm.
Sensational, sensational. I'm a piano rhythm. Good project all around. You have the Nyamshin tape for Girls EP by Spacely, another amazing project that was put out last year. Um, Standout single on it for me will be Impina with SD Legend. Sensational record, sensational project. And of course, the boss herself, Real Boss, the Waiting Room EP, three-track,
Mm,
sensational project. Shout outs to the boy KB Nana, who worked on the graphics for that project. Three songs giving you lounge vibes, giving you cafe vibes. I mean, it's real, man. What else to expect? Like sensational vocal perfection. Ria's always going to deliver. And of course, she came through with a waiting room. Three tracks, did a thing, man. Did a thing. So these are my honorable mentions for 2025. Apologies if you did not hear your favorites. Like I said, this is not based on commercial viability. This is quality music that connected with us all year. But yeah, those are my honorable mentions. Ready to dive into my top seven, which I guess will spark a couple of conversations. But that is why we are here. We are here to give you a very vivid view of
yeah.
our perception. Yeah.
Uh,
Uh,
yeah, throw it out, man.
Starting off at number seven, we have Iron Boy by Blacko. Now,
Number seven.
uh, Yeah,
Okay,
number seven,
okay,
I ain't
okay.
going black. Like I
This is not a
said,
top.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is not about numbers. This is about this is about perception, you know, how much I connected with the album. I think it's a really great album.
Hmm.
Personally, for me, still a fan of a previous compared to this. I can't lie. Although
The villain I never was.
no, I never was, yeah. A villain I never was. Um, but not to sleep on this project in any way or any shape, form. Amazing, and I repeat, amazing production from start to finish. No flaws. Black Hole's pen, you already know what it is. Lyricism way beyond his years, you know. Saying
All right, if you could pick a favorite out of the record, out of the
if
whole
I if I could
album,
pick, if I could pick a favorite from the album,
yeah.
pretty easy choice, but a bit controversial because of the songs that you have on the album. But I'll go for Buddy. I'll go for Buddy. Buddy definitely my favorite. I see that note. I know you know what I mean.
Right,
Buddy,
right, right, right.
Charlie,
Yeah,
about Shani
yeah.
for the teller. Yeah, man, enough said. But we have some notable singles in there. So it goes. I mean, Sacrifice, Moby. Yeah, man, all around great numbers, doing great numbers, dominated our streaming chats. And number six, I have Fola, Fear of Love and Happiness from the one and only M3 NSA Mensa. This is very special to me because as a Mensa fan, as a hip hop fan growing up all my life, um, never really seen Mensa tap into his Afrobeat bag the way he did on this project. And there's a specific single that I'm going to jump into, already my single of the tape. It's called Time of Your Life. Now, if you're a big fan of the Rogue List on Why, you've heard this song be spammed 1,000 times on that show. I mean, talk about some of the features on it even. You have the legendary Kwame Yeboah, you have Yakoto also coming through on this. Um, Fallout, definitely my number six for 2025. Favorite on it, definitely Time of Your Life, man. Yeah, number six, definitely. Shouts to Mensa, shouts to Big
That's the man,
Men's.
son.
Big Men's with a gray hair right now. OG. We salute
Yeah,
you, OG.
this guy is top, 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 top. Like when it comes to the music, production, all of that. And even even as a rapper, but as you said, this record or this album specifically was more tapped into the Afrobeat scene, which he's
Yeah.
not done, as you said. So for me, it made me see the expansive side of his creativity. I mean, he already has it, so it was no doubt like he's got melodies as well. Like he can put on a melody. So yeah, your five, man.
Number five, gotta give shouts to our fellow Blue B who put in so much work last year. Shout out to his crew, Super Jazz Club. And I'm sure you already know who I'm talking about right now. The dark,
Because
tall man with braids. Smoke Show B, title of the project, the man himself, Mr. Biko. What can I say, man? Biko didn't disappoint on this project at all. It was very hard picking my standout favorites from this project because I can't lie, I love it from start to finish. Um, his song with G West, G West being the only feature on the project. Foreign. I heard G West was on the production as well for that project, which
yeah,
is amazing, amazing work from the man G West, Charlie. Notable singles, you have Foreign featuring G West, we have Jolie, which with Jolie he had two versions of it on the project. He had the EDM version and the original Afro beats version.
hmm.
Um, Necessary, which came out as the single early on during the year, got put into the project. And of course, one that I would say arguably is my favorite on the project, What Makes a Man. Biko killed it, man. Production, songwriting, always comes through with the vocals, never disappoints. Yeah, heavy project, really put together, really well composed. Yeah, man, sensational work from the man Biko, bro. Gotta give him his flowers for that. Gotta give him his
Yep,
flowers.
yep, yep, yep. Shout outs to Biko. Yeah, I
I was about
can't.
to get more interesting. It's about
Yeah,
to get
because
more
yeah,
interesting.
yours is just turning me around with a style. I'm literally just going through my list and I'm like, phew, that's
You
crazy. So, what are we on? Number four?
Now we going into the deep end. So number four, I have the OG, recently signed by Nas last year, if I'm correct. Never, and I mean never, ever disappoints with any of his albums. I don't believe this man has a single bad album. Arguably one of the best rap composers our lands have ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he goes by the name M. Dot Manifest. The album No New Road and Guava Trees. Sensational project all around. Very calm vibes with you have some certain eclectic vibes with certain songs. Like one of my favorites on the project, Spirit Rhythm. One
Okay.
of my most played songs in 2025 all around, be it on radio or listening pleasure. You have notable features such as Ara the J. We have the caveman. We have the legend Flea. I
Right.
mean, not enough is said about that collaboration right there. We had the legend Flea on Manifest album. We had Bien, Darko Vibes, of course, on Spirits Rhythm, which I loved. We had A Reese make an appearance of on FTYD, and of course, King Promise, Hung My Boots. I think the album in terms of quality, right? It could have easily gone to number one. It could have easily gone to number one. But moving forward, you'd understand why it's at number four. But this is definitely, easily one of the best albums to arrive last year.
Mm-hmm.
Easily one of the best albums to arrive last year, without a doubt. So shout out Big Manifest for gifting us with New Road and Guava Trees. We hope to hear some crazy in 2026, especially with the new Mass Appeal deal. Shh.
Yep, 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 yep. Shout outs to
But
Manifest.
yeah, man. Shout out to
Um,
them.
what have you got on number three then?
Now, at number three, we have the genius. I call him the genius. He's my goat of this music production stuff, man. Jules, bro. Jules, baby. Jules.
Juice.
Jules repping the 233. It's easy to say all the way from London right now, but it feels more like around the world these days, man,
Yeah,
globally.
yeah, it's global.
Um, with his project Come Amor Brasil, an EP dropped last year, no bad songs, sensational rhythms from start to finish, bro. And with Jules, like there are certain songs that he's probably going to leave out on the EP, just like beats, melodies, vibes, maybe a sample playing in the back or something. There's a song I'm forgetting, but it's Come On More. Oh, geez, I forgot it, Charlie. Forgive me for my lack
Well, I
of
can see
Portuguese.
Como Bahia, but yeah, I think my favorite on
Yeah,
the
Come Amor Bahia is not that one. Come Amor Bahia is a song with Luigi Luna.
he's got a
What is
song with
this?
Goldlink, Bunda. That's fire.
That is one of my favorites on the
That's
project as well.
fire.
And Atabac Rhythm with Blanco
Yeah,
and on Sapienza. Yeah, bro. Jules did it. It's crazy, man, and it puts into perspective how similar some of our sounds are. Like from Africa to Brazil, like to Latin America, experiencing that energy, that Southern American vibe, like
yeah.
seeing how identical it is to our sound as well, coming from the continent. That bro. that collaboration fed nations, and I'm part of the people it fed. Honestly, Come More Brazil by Jules, man, perfect project. I enjoyed every single bit of that project. Every single bit of that project. Shout out to Jules.
Shout out to
Shout out to Jules.
Juice.
Shout out to Jules. Now, top two. Whew. Yes. So
What have you got
back
for number
to
two?
number two, we have none other than Ghana's biggest export, Amare, Black Star.
Woo.
And I mean, just as I said with Manifest, Amma never drops any bad albums, Charlie. Let's be real. Notable features on this project, we have Pink Pantheress and Charlie Wilson. Notable singles, Kiss Me Through the Phone, Part 2, B2B, Girly Pop,
B2B.
Fine And it's like I said with a couple of the previous ones, like Como More Brazil, it's pretty difficult picking a standout favorite from this one because I'm basically in love with every single song that I've mentioned right now.
Fair.
Especially SMO. Especially SMO. SMO with the visuals specifically gives you a very Ghanaian vibe, like early
What people don't
2000s.
people apparently say they don't see much of like the Ghanaian
Uh,
in the project.
I guess, Charlie, look, I hate to be the person that says it, but sometimes I feel it's just unnecessary hate. Like on the TL, I've had to go back and forth with friends, literally friends, as to why I'm being so supportive over a brand and it's like, bro, like I said at the beginning of this, she's arguably Ghana's biggest export, like hands down. Very few are touching this woman right here, you know,
Yeah, she's one
and
of
it's
our
like
touring, like one of our biggest touring
exactly.
artists, to be
Exactly. We are
precise.
talking billboards. We are talking Coachella. Like, I can go on and on about the platforms that she's been so influential in flagging in waving the flag of Ghana. I remember, I think it was Coachella.
It was.
Oh. It was Coachella when she had her segment where she played Godzilla, I be 16. Like, I know on
Yeah,
her
and
latest,
Easy as well. Like she
exactly,
gave a lot of flowers to Easy, which I felt like it
exactly.
made me go back to actually going to listen to Easy songs, and it's really out of the world if you think about it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, for
I
me,
would definitely,
for me,
yeah.
she identifies herself as an alternative artist, and I think with that in scenario, it's never been a commercial. There's never been a commercial side to alternative artists in Ghana, so
Yeah.
she's never going to be that person that you hear on the radio or being recognized by the general,
The rural crowd.
yeah, the generic TVs and radios.
Yeah,
So, and obviously she's well tapped into like outside West Africa and she's
yeah.
global now. So for me,
I mean, she's a superstar.
her work speaks for what she's doing. Her consistency so far is top phenomenal. So shout outs to Amare for this. But that's your number two. Yeah, that's crazy for me
Yeah,
personally.
Black Star is my number two, man. Black Star is my number two. Amazing work done, visuals, production as always. She's always been ahead of the curve in terms of production on multiple records, before and currently. Um, uh,
Number one. Yeah.
I am so gassed for this one. I am so gassed for this one. I am so gassed for this one. Especially the timing. The timing of his release, I think this was the last major album release of 2025, and it's my number one. This was the last major release of 2025, and it's my number one. And it's none other than YDL, Young Daddy Lumba,
Mm.
straight from Bantama, Kumasi, Kojo Q. Kane and Bantama Story is
Yep,
my number
yep,
one
yep.
album for 2025. What's not to like, man? Storytelling at its finest, relatable music, the nostalgia, the notable songs like Fruit of the Womb, Bantama Blues 3, Bantama
Yep,
Blues
yep,
3.
yep.
Next Term, which hit me so hard, man.
Yeah, that's
Next
very
Term hit me
relatable.
so
It's
hard.
very like
Yeah,
everybody has got that experience
yeah.
with next time. Yeah.
He has this line, he says, before I even met you, I had to let you go. Before I even met you, I had to let you go. Which is
Uh,
crazy. So Kojo Q, I think before uni changed schools. I might be wrong, but I think the last conversation we had, he changed schools probably like 13 times or more before uni. It's mental.
it's
It's
mental,
mental
yeah.
because it kind of gives you a defensive mechanism where you struggle to get too attached to people. And I'll be very honest, like I made my strongest friendships probably post senior high school,
Hmm.
but between primary to senior high school, shout out to Blair B, shout out to Accra Academy, between primary to senior high school, I changed schools at least 7 to 8 times.
That's
Imagine,
crazy.
yeah, so imagine what the effect that has on your mentality or your mental. And for somebody like me that sometimes goes out of his way to stay in touch with people, it gets exhausting at some point. You're human. And besides, I was a kid. So it's
Yeah.
kind of it's a very satisfying feeling when you see someone in the past. Like I always say this, right? I'm still friends with my oldest friend, which I knew from nursery school, Merton Montessori. But we weren't friends after nursery, never met him through primary, and ended up meeting him again in junior high school. And it's like the first day we met, saw each other like, I know you.
That's crazy.
Charles Roland Brown, Charlie, sensational actor, also doing his thing in the creative scene. Charles, my boy Roland. But yeah, man, I mean, parents don't see the effects it has on you, but as a kid, bro, it does something mentally. As a kid, it does something mentally to you. Um, yeah, next term, definitely one of my favorites on this. This is probably the only project where I don't have a standout single favorite, that and Amare's project, because almost every song on this project hits different in terms of relatability as well. Like Fruit of the Womb, which is track number one, which features G. Ray Smith. Um, what's not to love, bro? Like my mommy they grow. Some of us single moms, knowing what we want to do for some of them, and it's like knowing where you are right now isn't where you wanted to be or saw yourself at this point in your life at this time, but it so happens to be your reality, and it hits you with a certain pain because you felt at this point you'd be able to do more, which I wouldn't say is impossible, but it's just not coming at the pace that you wish it, you know? And in celebrating or in putting under the microscope all that our mothers have been able to do for us, sacrifice for us, and our desire to do so much more and thanking them. But then comes the depression where it hits you that you haven't been able to do it yet, and time isn't waiting for you, you know?
Yep.
It was a very powerful tune to start the project with, especially looking at the direction that he was going at. Yeah, Fruit of the Womb, Bantama, Blue Boy 3, um, next tab, Tonton T, which is also another standout favorite for me. Why? Amana Ponsan, you know the full name. And
Christ.
he featured a good Ponsan. He featured All For Real, Ofori. I saw the videos where he finally got that feature, man. He went crazy. He went crazy. Finally got that for real Ponsa feature on the record. And the legend being who he is. slid on through, did his thing. Ira the J, I mean, should have given Ira shouts on the Manifest project, to be honest. White and Blues, one of my favorite projects from the Manifest album, but slid on here as well with Tonton Tin with the vibes. Chalet, we had features from IEC, we had
Mhm.
features from Che, MK Ara, Teacher Aben. I can't forget. I can't forget that one.
Yeah,
I can't forget that one.
there's
Teacher
another
Aben.
record on there that's got Sexual. She's
Yeah,
quite
Sector
new to the
One
scene
still
as
did
well.
her thing on the album. You had singles such as Abrantier, you had Squad. Yo, my album of the year for the reason. He's still a special, he's still a special artist, goes way beyond rap. It's his storytelling. I fear the next project or the next two projects might be the end of the Koji Q story. He had an interview with the Y Lounge. I mean, twice. I think he came through twice on the Y Lounge last year. Letting us know this might be one of his last works. He wants to go full time into writing and being an author. That I think originally, well, aside being a footballer, that originally I think being the plan, him just wanting to write, inspire people through his writing. And he's inspired so much or so many people in the 233 with his projects. The Shining is, I wouldn't say The Shining is my favorite Koji Q album of all time. The
Mhm.
Shining is top five, one of my favorite Ghanaian albums of all time. Hands down. The Shining literally took me through university, man. So, um, yeah,
Uh,
bro.
it's really got something for Kojo Q
Yeah.
there, but yeah, it's no surprise. His artistry and his I feel like with this album, even though it's very personal, it's very it's got this nostalgic feeling of your childhood, but it's exciting. It's traumatic, if you put it that way. It's also a resilient album when it comes to how
Mm,
you see things from other perspectives as a young person, or just and one thing that I also took into it is it's more about motherhood, how you see motherhood as a child. And for me, it's spread across when it comes to family relations and all of that. So yeah, it's a very heavy album. Even the ending is not even about his child. It's about he actually losing a child as
child,
well.
yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And the experiences he had to go through with his wife and extended family. So it's an all-round Ghanaian young boy trying to figure it out as a young adult. And now that you're a young adult, how you're navigating life as an artist, as a husband, and just as a friend as well, because at some point he felt like people could actually come to him
Yeah.
to lay out what they are going through, and he 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 had an ear for that. It's not
It's
like
a
he was
struggle with
giving,
faith. A struggle
yeah,
with faith
even
as
if it wasn't
well.
a support, his ear was there, his presence
Mm.
was there to understand whatever each person was going through. And
It's an instant
yeah,
classic for me. This is something that is gonna live on for a long time. This is an album that is gonna live on for a very, very, very long time. Production value, of course, top notch. I mean, like I said, bro, what's not to love about this album, bro? Kane, yeah, undoubtedly my number one for 2025.
shout outs again to Kojo Q. I've got mine, but you just turned me around. I'm just looking at my list right now, and it's ooh. I mean, it's not a competition or it's not anything. So
Mm.
let me just run through quickly. But notable mentions, I've got I've got somebody that's here now in the UK, Busumpi Young.
Mm.
He came out with Back to Basics. Prior to that, he released another album, Kafra Mienu, but that's 2020, 2025, 2024. And I feel like that was a continuation back to basis. Honorable mention to him, Bosun Piyong, Jackie as well. Jackie's record was hot.
My
Biko
God.
Smoke Show B was hot. GH The Stallion, Ghana The Stallion, he's a producer from Germany. He actually did Black Hole's second sermon, first sermon, I think. I think, yeah, second sermon. He's done a lot of production for a lot of these Ghanaian artists. So he made a compilation album that featured G West, that featured Kwame Yesu, he featured a lot of people actually. He featured Sirius Klein also in Germany. GH The Stallion Bridges, that's actually the name. There's a lot that actually came out, but I just want to go through seven quickly. Seven.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you did seven. So I'm just gonna make it right. Number seven.
Mm-hmm.
This is tough. It's not even tough, but it's a lot, but just seven. Number seven is Omar Sterling's Victory Through Harmonies 2.
True.
Victory Through Harmony 2. Omar Sterling with his rap flows. Always trying to, I mean, no doubt he's one of Ghana's
He's another storyteller. He's another
another
storyteller.
storyteller.
Yeah.
The tracks I quickly want to go through. My favorite on there was Friend. It talks about it. You have to go listen to it. It's just about friendships and how we see friendships in our young adulthood. So that's my number seven. Number six. I'm also going to give it to Mensa Fola. Mensa Fola. I personally didn't dig it as much as his previous record, but
Yeah.
it's also another top album for me. Quickly, number five is Ara the J Odyssey. Ara the J Odyssey.
See, that'll kill me for not adding him to my list, by the way. But yeah,
Yeah,
this is no bias thing, but he still did drop an amazing project.
his pen game on this one, like some of the
Yeah.
songs on there is top
I
for
put
me.
I put his pen similar on a similar level to Black Sheriff.
Yeah, in some
Though he's not as
cases.
mega, but the influence, the sounds, like they are both, you can tell they are both old souls. You can tell they are both old souls. That's
Yeah, very
something that
spiritual, very I wouldn't say revolutionaries, but it's got this spiritual vibe to it.
yeah.
It grows, and this album it continues to grow on me each time I listen to it. Favorite on that project will probably be probably I Know They Sleep. That's my favorite.
For me, I'd say Zion.
Zion.
For me, I'd say Zion,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But I Know They Sleep like it does it for me. So shout outs to Ara DJ Odyssey. Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, man. But yeah, so far I think this project is heavy. It's crazy for me. Number four has to be Amare Blackstar. You know what?
Oh my God.
This album, at the beginning, it pissed me off just because I think I just followed the general Ghana census where the album cover
Yeah.
just caught me thinking it was going to be like a serious, he's
Very
going,
Ghana
yeah,
centric.
very Ghana centered. But because I know Amare to be an alternative artist,
Yeah.
it wowed me. It wowed me to the extent that I don't think you see it comes down to the album cover and the music. The album cover
Yeah.
and the music is different.
Yeah.
She might have an explanation for it, but for me, the album cover is very captivating. The songs are a hit. The songs are global. The songs are top. But the album cover just switched me off, just thinking she was going to give me some Ghana. But that didn't happen. But that's fine. As long she's an alternative artist, I'm just not gonna go deep into that, but just give her flowers for putting out a phenomenal album that is
Right.
putting Ghana on the map. And for her as well, I think she made a statement saying that this is an album that she really she really, really put herself into to make it happen. So shout outs to Amare. Number three has to be Manifest New Road Guava Tree.
Mm.
As we all know, Manifest will always, always deliver when it comes to his pen game, his raps. And yeah, his features are always not certain. Another captivating album cover. When I saw it, I was like, yeah, that's hot. So yeah, Manifest, shout outs to Manifest. Number two has to be Black Sherif Iron Boy.
Mm.
The villain I never
Interesting.
the villain I never was is for me somebody's first album. It's like I said
It's
this
a
the last
classic.
time.
It's,
Yeah, it's
it's
a
an
classic.
instant
I'm
classic.
putting it there
Yeah.
as one of the albums that has come out of Ghana that is solid. Paimuka,
Yeah.
Usibisa, Sakwa DSM, Marching. Yeah, the next one
Matching.
will be yeah, for your first album to
Fun,
come out hot.
fact, fun fact, Machi was my first Ghanaian album purchase.
Yeah, I think so. I also had the CD. Yeah.
Yeah, I also had a
Yeah, I
CD.
also
Yeah.
had the CD. I had to go copy. Was it Akramo? Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
Silverbird.
matching. Yeah, Silverbird. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, Reggie Rockstone's Makan Makan. What villain I never was that did cemented him into like the Ghana music scene, like no doubt. So, but with Iron Boy is more about the creative experience. Like this time he had more freedom, more control. Sonic
Yeah.
wise, it takes it to a different spectrum of him being an artist. I think with Iron Boy, I think he found his voice. He found how he could control his voice, high tempo, mid tempo, all
Yeah.
of that. My favorite actually on the album is actually Iron Boy. Is the song
The
Iron Boy.
single.
And second might probably be Sin City with Shay Vibes. Black Sherif did it for me with Iron Boy. Number one is definitely Kojo Q with Kanye. It's I played that song. I made my big brother actually go listen to it because he doesn't really listen to he's not really tapped into like a lot of these songs.
Mm.
And I made him listen to it. He doesn't really know much about Kojo Q, but when he listened to it, he was like, nah, this is what they've like it's very relatable. Like big bro, small bro.
It feels like he told everybody's story on that
He told
album. Like,
everybody's story. Like he told everybody,
told
like
you.
every young Ghanaian boy trying to make it,
Yeah.
navigating these struggles, navigating industries, navigating friendships. It's this it is the number one album for me. I've listened to it time on, time on. My favorite has to be Mysterious Ways. Mysterious Ways takes me back to Sunday school. I don't know. When I look, it's like I have a like the way he rapped about it, about how you get to the main church, but you have to go to Sunday school just to get just to be a part of
Further coding, further indoctrination,
yeah, like it was
further programs.
like each rap was like a scene. It was just a segue composition for me. It
Yeah.
just reminded me of Sunday school. It just reminded
Yeah.
me of how I see religion, how I see church,
Yeah.
how I see Christ as well as a young person, as an older person now. And
Mm.
yeah, how we in some way did not necessarily take Christianity not serious, but how our curiosity was not really.
Yeah, we had questions.
Yeah, we had questions, but our curiosity felt like it was you being stubborn, but it's really you trying to
Yeah.
figure out that why you are here, trying to understand the message of the Lord and higher powers.
Yeah.
So Kojo Q did it. Like each single record is a different conversation. Big ups to Kojo Q. Big ups to everyone that actually put out a record. If you didn't hear it, we probably had a lot of songs. There's so many songs that came out, but for me, these were the albums that I listened to a lot, and yeah, I really loved it.
Big Boy is one of my favorites too.
Yeah, Big
Uh,
Boy, he featured
this Jenna.
Jenna, yeah,
Shout
yeah,
out to
yeah,
Jenna, yeah, the young Jenna, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And this for the little
I feel
boy
like
never.
yeah, I feel like in general, people really came in their bag when it came to like releasing records
Oh
because
yeah,
all of them for me has a statement piece in there that yeah, Ghana music
yeah, definitely.
is gonna take a lot of mile steps soon.
I
So
think if we are lucky, we might have pen and paper too this
as
year.
a
If we are, yeah. I was at his concerts, the Kanye concert last month at Nebuki. Shika was on stage. First of all, amazing show. First of all, amazing show. I mean, getting to see certain people, it's it's always an experience getting to see certain people live. Kojoki is one of them. I
mhm.
see definitely
Oh
another
my
one.
God,
I
he's such a bro
see
record. Jesus,
I see is definitely another one. I loved his performance. I loved his time on stage. Kojo's time on stage with Shaker. I love Kojo's time on stage with, of course, Kiara.
Kiara,
Kiara
yeah.
T. Eben. Yeah, man. I believe 2026 is going to be an amazing year for quality music.
Hmm.
I'm stressing on those two, the last two. It's going to be a great year for quality music. And I'm not just biased because I'm going to be dropping Pleasure and Pain EP. Shameless plug. Pleasure and Pain EP coming to you very soon in the first quarter. Not just because I'm dropping, but speaking with other artists, knowing what the mindset is for some of us, looking at the trajectory at which music is going right now, you have no choice but to drop something original. You have no choice but to drop something quality. Else it's going to sink in as it should.
Hmm.
So, yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited for 2026. I'm excited to see what the music scene produces. I hope we do away with a lot less controversy this year.
Uh, this
We
is
have to get away from
yeah.
that thing,
It's
beef, to sell records. I think it's very outdated. I wouldn't say anything insulting, even though I'm very, very tempted to, but I believe it's just very outdated. And it's not a way for our industry to grow. You can't come and give me the solutions to a problem and still be going back and be doing the exact same thing that's causing a problem. It's like you're a preacher, but are you living by your words? I don't want to name drop, but a lot of our main Ghanaian artists do this. And it's like throwing a stone and hiding your hand at the end of the day. Shameful. Like, let's support the music. Like, let's push the music out there. It does not have to be a competition or Ghana versus Nigeria. No, I personally believe if Ghana is going to win a Grammy, it's going to come from Ote. And I'm sorry for the other genres, but if it doesn't have to do with Ote, I do not see what we deem as commercially viable from our side of the world touching a Grammy. We've tried it. We've tried it. And you can't lie when it comes to the numbers. You've seen Money's numbers. You've seen Ahmed's numbers. You've
yeah,
seen Blacko's numbers. And
yeah.
there's a reason why these three that I mentioned are our biggest exports because the sound is not the same with the rest of the folks. The sound is not the same with the rest of the folks. I can push Kojo Q in there if I wanted to. It's manifest as well,
Yeah,
you
manifest as
know?
well.
So not to shit on anybody's craft, not to shit on Afro beats from Ghana, but there's so much there's so much originality that can come from us that we have to allow artists properly portray in their own light or in their own way. It doesn't have to be boxed in, change name trying, high life strings. So it has to be performed this particular way. Hell no. It let people be themselves. Let people inspire, let people rightfully soak in what makes us us and express it freely in their own way. That doesn't have to be a blueprint. We cannot all follow the same blueprint or it'll be boring as fuck. and it will be extremely unsuccessful. So that is my message for anybody who cares to listen. Um, it's gonna be a great year. It's gonna be a great year
It
moving
is, it
forward.
is. For me, for the creative scene, I just want to see with music, I want to see performances, a lot of music videos. Hey, the business part of it is I'm just hoping artists can figure out how to navigate through the music business. It's very important, especially when it comes to collaborations, publishing, all of that. I think we've come to understand that that's what's needed in our industry or in our spectrum. So I'm looking forward to more artists just doing more on the business side, not just releasing the albums or releasing the songs. I'm looking forward to nice music videos. Last year we got a lot. We got quite some nice number of
The
music
art
videos.
direction is definitely improving.
Yeah, the art direction is evolving. It's more youthful. It's more about us. It's more about it's the identity is definitely there, like, no doubt. Like when you see such certain videos now, it tells you that this is from Ghana. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the Ghana flag, but yeah, that's what I mean by that. Um, yeah, but the business side has to be very important. Like when it comes to publishing and making sure you not necessarily making the bag, but just getting your structures right when it comes to music, record labels, all of that. So I know behind the scenes a lot of these artists are trying to figure it out. Aside music, I do know about film, but I'm looking forward to a lot of films. I'm more into the indie side of the Ghana films.
Yeah.
There are a lot of directors coming out that we are in subsequent episodes we're gonna see what they are doing because behind the scenes I know a lot of people are trying to like revive revive the movie and film
Industry,
scenes.
yeah.
Yes, so that's what I'm generally looking for. I'm looking forward to a lot of hard work, but most importantly, we doing it by ourselves and we making it happen. So yeah,
Yeah.
so
Absolutely.
yeah, these are
Inshallah.
these are the songs that resonated with us 2025. We're looking forward to a lot 2026. So just hop on Vivid Studios Africa on YouTube. The podcast audio versions will be on all DSPs. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and just leave a comment. Like, just let us know what you think about what we said today. What is your top record that came out? It could be an album, it could be a song. Let us know. Anything before we wrap up, Imani?
Um, Pleasure and pain drop in first quarter. That's all I have for you guys.
Yeah, check out my
Pleasure and
boy,
pain.
Imani. It's bringing out Pleasure and Pain this year. And yeah, see you in the next episode. Thank you guys for being a part of this. Thank you, Imani. Peace.
Peace.